Good morning. Today I want to show you how to make your own self-watering bucket using a 5-gallon or a 20-liter container. In this project you're going to need scissor, a saw, any type of saw, a drill with a drill bit and hole saw, a PVC that cuts into an angle at the bottom, a 65 mils slotted drain pipe. Then we need to cut 3 length of this drainage pipe, same length at the bottom of the bucket that we will use as a tank for the water at the bottom. So we need to cut 3 of these. So we are putting a space on the side of the pipe deliberately that will serve as a wicking mechanism so that the water can wicks up. So that space on the side, we will fill that up with a good compost, and then we need to drill a hole at the side of the bucket. So this will serve as an overflow hole when we are refilling our bucket. So the height of the hole is just underneath the diameter of the pipe. That way there will be a gap between the soil or the garden mix and the reservoir. And then we need to cut a slit for the inlet pipe just right where the drainage or the inlet pipe will fit in, just a little bit more. And then we need to sneak that in, tuck it in, and then put it at the bottom of the bucket. And this is where we're gonna refill our bucket on that pipe. The reason for that, so that it's not going to be compacted if we're going to water it on top. So we're going to water it, and then once it's reached that height of the tank, then it'll overflow on that side that we created hole. So that's about 4 inches of tank of the 5-gallon bucket. Then from here we can start refilling our bucket. So what we need, we're going to use in this project is a vermicast. So you can see from here there are some worms in it, and then a hay or a mixed up of hay, rabbit manure, and shavings that we're going to mix up with our compost. So there you go. After we mix it, and then we can still add some more vermicast or worm poops, so that you'll have the plants will have the right amount of nutrients that it needs for this bucket. So as I've said a while ago, we need to compact that side because that will serve as a wicking mechanism. So that means the water we wicks up through capillary reaction, and then we refill it up to the height where the potting or the previous potting of the plants. So in this project we're gonna plant a lemongrass. We have a lot of lemongrass on our backyard or garden because we love lemongrass for cooking and also for tea. And this we are just refilling the bucket. We try not to really compact hard the garden mix, and from there that's about the level. So you just make sure that there's not as much as possible not going to be garden mix going into that inlet pipe, so that it's not going to clog your tank. And then this from here, once it's all refilled, the capillary reaction will cause the wicking of the garden mix. And then from there, we just need to mulch it using the rabbit manure, mixed it with the hay and the shavings, mixed it up to properly lessen the evaporation. So the tank is about 4 inches height. So this particular bucket, the water can last for about 5 days without watering it. And then of course in the summertime you might be needing to top it up with water more frequently, but on average that would be 4 to 5 days of water. And then we just need to water the garden mix as an initial moisture, or to give initial moisture for the garden mix. So after moistening it or wetting it, the garden mix, then we will refill the tank using that inlet pipe. So next watering, or the succeeding watering, we don't have to water the actual garden mix or the potting mix. We just need to top it up through that inlet pipe. And you can see here that once the drainage is overflowing, that means that's already done watering. So you're not going to be worrying of the plants will be too soaked in the water when it rains, because it has a drainage. So that's it. That's how we make our own 5-gallon bucket. So these are our lemongrass. As you can see, these are all set up as a wicking bed or small wicking bed. They are self-watering. Give us a like and see you in the next video.